Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Florida Gators and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Gamecocks will kick off first, and here we go. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Pryor. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Across the 45. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He tries to take the top off. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Gators!
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Throwing Sellers. Makes the catch. It's Tuggle. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tuggle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Motion from the wide receiver. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. Turning it on. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Florida, 14. South Carolina, 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Pressure coming. Throws to the wideout. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Sellers fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. At the 20, he's got space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Sellers to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch down the right side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. Throwing Sellers. Now adjusting. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback may change this route. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Here's the pressure, and it's a sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And the field goal unit is on the field. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And that wall they need to climb to get back in this one, guys, is still 20 points high.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Pryor.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. Still running at the 40. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Florida! When he let that go ahead and signal touchdown. He knew it was 6.
And most of the time you hear about those 50-50 balls out wide. Nowadays, with these guys that are so big and strong and so good at going and getting the ball, it's more like 80-20. And you can see just so hard to defend the fade route.
Florida 28, South Carolina 0.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what?
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Quarterback making adjustments. Sellers. Here comes the heat. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 1st and 10 for the offense. The run inside. It's McAllister. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Sellers. Working that left side now. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's McAllister. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Snags it and he's open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Gets rid of it. Complete on the comeback. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play. for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things.
There he goes. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Gamecocks will go for it on 4th down. Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Off play action on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the run, it's Pryor. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. This time he wants to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Oregon taking on the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Ducks who finish off the victory to get to 4-1. They led this one at halftime. They held off a second-half comeback attempt. This group has to be feeling good.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
The offense changing the play. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to throw deep right side. Catch inside the 25.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive aggressiveness by this offense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Can't get him to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
2nd down coming up. Throwing, Sellers. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Pryor. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for 2 after the 26.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And the misconnection on 3rd down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on 1st down, playing the pass, now forcing a 2nd down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on 1st down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Handoff to the lone back. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. To the air on 2nd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Throws for the tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So the final period starts with a second down play. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He'll run it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, he set his offense up at the 30. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sellers bringing the heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Firing deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Fourth down, Sellers. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Here's Sellers to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Florida 28, South Carolina 12. Return goes out of bounds.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Oh, he's got some space. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Here's a little room there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The run inside. It's Montgomery. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Snap it to the back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
To the ground. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Steps away to find some room. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Montgomery. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Direct snap. Touchdown Gators! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Looking for the 2-point try. Snap to the back. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. He might want another play. Throwing Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Working the middle, it's complete. Still on his feet at the 40. At the 45, on his way. He's loose down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
South Carolina, 18.
Coming out with it, it's Lloyd. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
1st and 10.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. Motion from the wideout. Direct snap. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the
going downfield for the big play. A 50-50 ball, and he just out-fought the defender and made the catch.
It's a big yardage. And that's good enough for a first down.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Gators! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Direct snap. It's Montgomery. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Sellers rushes on him. Makes the grab down the middle.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Good timing on the quick out. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He wants a big play here late. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Harbor. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Makes the grab in their space. He is in! Touchdown, South Carolina!
You're in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch, and that's number 2 now. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Florida, 42. South Carolina, 24. Number 24, set to kick it away.
He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this